What up, bro? How y'all doing out there? No matter when you're watching this video, in the morning, midday, late night, I hope you're in good spirit and I hope you're in good health. But before we get into our next segment, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. You could even share it if you want to. Appreciate it. Thank you. Before we get into our segment, I really want to say thank you. I really want to thank the followers and people that just, if you're not following, you just click the video, you just watch the video, But I would really, really appreciate it if you leave a comment or just hit the like button. But I really would appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Appreciate it. On this segment, I want to talk about your past. We all have one. We all have one. If you're watching this video, you're present. So that means you have a past. Even if it was yesterday. Yesterday is gone. That's your past. So it's something that we can all relate to, and it misses no one. It misses no one. If you're watching this video, if you're alive today, you have a past. 10, 15 minutes ago, your past. You know what I'm saying? So we can't be too judgmental. Actually, we can't be judgmental at all when it comes to your past or somebody else's past. It is what it is. Different path, different journey, different life. But we all have a past. So some of our past catches up with us. Some of our past lead us down this road. Some of our past lead us down that road. Some of our past we had no control over which direction it went. Some of us, we made choices. Simple choices. You know what I'm saying? Good, bad, whatever your choices were, you made those. It was your decision. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about your past is it's your ingredients. Your past are your ingredients. Your ingredients to what? Your ingredients to life. When you cook, you have ingredients. Everything. You have ingredients. When you bake, ingredients. When you fry, ingredients. If you eat cereal, ingredients. Content of that, ingredients. So your past is your ingredients to your life, right? And saying that it makes you who you are. You can't have, let's say, lasagna, right? You need the ingredients. You can't make lasagna without the ingredients. You need the noodles, you need your sauce. You have to have those ingredients that makes a lasagna. You can't have it. If not, if you don't have the noodles, you just have sauce. If you don't have the sauce, you just have noodles. So your ingredients makes you who you are. Your past. So who are you? Who are you? You know who you are. You can show me and the world different. But at the end of the day, you know who you are. And you know why you are how you are. Because your past makes up the ingredients of who you are. This happens, that's why I'm like this. That happens to me, this is why I'm like that. I don't believe in that. Why? Because this happened. I don't believe in this. Why? Because this happens. that happened to you to make you who you are? Oh, I'm a genuinely good person. What happened to make you that kind of a person? You know? I don't like people, introverts, and something happened to make you who you are. The past of your ingredients made you who you are today. You know what I'm saying? I'm a straight A student. Why? Why are you a straight A student? Because your parents made sure you were? Or you just like the feeling of having good grades? And that what suits you, that makes you who you are. Like, man, I love getting good grades. I love having a 4.0. I love, your parents probably had nothing to do with it. It's just who you are. You know what I'm saying? So your past are your ingredients to your life, for your life. I love having a clean car. I really don't care about a clean car. It's not dirty, but it's not super clean either. Why? What happened? You just don't care about it, or you care about it? Something happened to the point where, it's okay. I ain't worried about it. Your past, right? So now, think about who you present yourself to, how you present yourself to people. When you go out in the world, are you different? Or are you the same everywhere you go? Think about that, because if you're different when you present yourself to people, are you really who you are? Are you really who you portray to be? Or are you the same everywhere you go? That's just who you are, and your upbringing, your childhood, your lively, everything, even when you're adolescent, even when you're in your mid-20s, something happened to make you who you are. Oh, I'm gonna give me a career. I'm gonna be a lawyer, a doctor, police officer, fireman. I'm gonna play sports, or something happened, right? So now you put all that together, you mix it up, and you become who you are at the end of the day. But don't be to the point where you let your past hunt you. Don't let that be to the point where you let people continue to bring up your past and throw it in your face. Those kind of people, you don't need to have them around you anyway. Because we all have one. Who are they? I'm quite sure they've done something. I'm quite sure they past ain't, super clean, without a blemish. So the people you're around affects your mood, affects your day. It even rubs off on you if you're around these people all the time and enough. Their mood rubs off on you. Now all of a sudden, you're starting to act like they act. You're always negative because you're around negative people. Come on. So now if I'm in a room full of positive people, I'm going to think positive. I'm going to be positive because that's all that's around me. You adapt to your environment. We adapt to our environment. If you leave your hometown today and move elsewhere, you're going to adapt to that environment. And then within a few years, you won't even be able to tell that you're not from that town, that city, that state, because you adapted to that environment. So when you think about your past, don't worry about that. Just do better, move on, and try to put it behind you. I'm quite sure you'll think about it every now and then. I'm quite sure you'll have something that brings it up, or, nostalgia or something like that. But don't let it get the best of you. Because everybody has one. Don't walk past somebody and be like, man, they don't have a past. I wonder. We all have it. We all have one. So don't beat yourself up. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Get your mind right. That's first of all. Wake up, get your mind right, and move on with your life. Do not be stagnant. Don't let that mess with you. Don't let that, deter, well, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that, or I can't do right or I can't get right because of my past. This happened, so that hinders me. This happened, so that hinders. No. No. No, 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 no. And if somebody keep bringing up your past to stop you in your tracks, oh, remember you did X, Y, Z. Man, get back. Watch out. I'm not trying to hear that. That's in my past. That's in my past. So now your past, your ingredients make you who you are. You're either gonna do better or you're gonna let it bring you down. So something happened in your past to make you who you are. Oh, when I was younger, I loved sports. So now you're either playing sports, you're a sports analyst, you follow sports, your past makes you who you are. Something happened. So, take that, roll with the punches, be confident, stick your chest out. That's first and foremost. Stick your chest out. Don't walk around with your head down. Don't walk around with your head down because people are bringing up your past. Okay, that's cool. You brought that up. Cool. That's how you really feel? Now I know how to deal with you on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? So now you'll learn how to deal with people and treat people, and you don't have to treat them bad. Just learn how to deal with them accordingly. You're always going to bring up my past. Guess what? I'm not going to be around you as much or even at all. Because this is all you want to do. So people will have, will do things to, make you who they are. They will bring you down to their level. If you're trying to rise above a certain level, if you're trying to go somewhere or do something, and, you have your haters and, undercover haters, they'll bring up your past. They'll try to bring you down. They'll talk about this and talk about that every time you see them, or majority of the time. This is all they talk about, your past. So now you have to separate yourself. So your past and them always talking about your past makes you who you are. Now you got to separate yourself. Now you want to do better because you don't want to live in the past. Now you got to do better because you don't want that to bring you down or, have an effect on you, always have you down. Guess what? That is making you who you are. Now who you are. You strive for better. You want to do better. You want to help people. You want to influence people. You want to encourage people. You want to motivate people. Your past helping you become who you are. Those are your ingredients. So listen, don't be shy of your past. As long as you don't keep repeating it and doing the same thing over and over, it's becoming redundant and it's becoming repetitive. Listen, don't let that bring you down. Let people say what they're going to say. Let people talk how they want to feel and talk. But you keep going. You keep striving. You keep pushing. Let your past be your past. And everybody doesn't have a bad past. It's just not. Everybody doesn't have a bad past, right? So if you have a good past, now what you going to do with that? Now, you might even be a person that had, that was spoiled as a kid. You think the world revolves around you. You think you deserve. You think you're entitled. And entitlement is very dangerous. It's very dangerous. But by you having that kind of upbringing, by you having that kind of past, getting your way all the time, from your parents, and your way or no way, and they cater to you and this and that. Now what kind of person are you? Is that good for your relationship? Now you want your spouse to be just like your parents. You cry and pout when you don't get your way. You have an attitude when you don't get your way. Your spouse says no, or they can't do it, or they can't provide it right now. Now what kind of person are you becoming? You're just an adult brat. Let's face it. You're just an adult brat. That's it. Your past are your ingredients to your life. You're just an adult brat. So now you're being told no. Now real life hits you. Now you see the world don't work as you thought it did. because your parents did that. And you can't keep a relationship. You can't keep a spouse. You know? And that plays a part in, you know, do you end up with your spouse? Do you end up with your person at the end of the day? Do you see longevity? What do you see? How is that going to be beneficial to you and your relationship? It's not. It can't be. Your past or your ingredients. So now, what if you had a bad past? Let's get back to that. What if you had a bad past, but you also turned out to be a decent human being? You turned out to love people, help people, even though you had a bad past, right? Why? Because your past was bad and you don't want people to feel, endure, or go through what you did. So you're going to try to help them overcome. You're going to try to help them become. You're going to try to reach back out, grab them, bring them up, pull them up, uplift them, because you know what it feels like to have a bad past or a bad upbringing. So a bad upbringing can turn you into one of those, or a bad upbringing can turn you into one of those. It's just like this. Your past are your ingredients to your life. So now, what if you had a very good past? Motivated, good, school, nice home, both parents, you know, nice neighborhood, everything, you know, you just not rich, but not poor. You know what I mean? You just right in the middle class, you know, and you had some great parents, good family upbringing. Now, that, you know, can be just like the bad past. You can do this with that. You had a good upbringing, you had a great past. Why? Now, so you turn into one of those people that, you know, real life doesn't, you know, affect you as much as it does the next person. Because you think everything is peaches and cream. You think nobody has problems. You think nobody don't have situations. You think it's no such thing as a bad past or having a bad upbringing, because you're in a bubble. You're surrounded by love. You're surrounded. You got a shield around you. You're in a bubble. So you don't think bad things happen to good people, right? That could be detrimental because you just don't understand the way the world works, how things work, how people work, or none of that. But it also could be like, I had a good past and a good upbringing, so I want people to feel the same and enjoy. So you're going to be, you know, eager to help people, feed the homeless, give donations, clothe people, do favors for people, this and that. So, you know, it depends on who you want to be at the end of the day. Your past is your ingredients to your life, but it also depends on who you want to be at the end of the day. You want to be this person or you want to be that person. So now, you just got to think about that. But don't let your past hinder you. You can come back from anything. You can bounce back from anything. And you can have an amazing life with a bad past. So don't think that I made this mistake, my life is over. No. No, absolutely not. We're not going to even think like that, right? We're not going to even play that. We just going, that's not going to happen. So at the same time, do what needs to be done to get where you want to be at the end of the day. As I always say, you know, your life is your life. You control it. Don't let other people control your narrative. Don't let other people control your mindset, your thoughts. None of that. Don't let nobody turn you into nobody that you are not. Right? Because they feel a certain way or they act a certain way. No. Be who you want to be. Do what it is that you want to do in life. Be good to people. At the end of the day, me personally, I know it exists. And it's hard for me not to know that it exists. But I really don't see racism. Black and white, you know, Asian, Mexican. I just see good people, bad people. You're going to be good to me, I'm going to be good to you. At the end of the day, that's what we all want. That's what it's all about. at the end of the day. So those are the things you have to take into consideration each and every day you wake up, who you want to be at the end of the day. And your past are your ingredients to the life you want to live. It's going to do something for you and it's going to do something to you. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to be who we are. We're going to take life. We're going to make something good out of it. We're going to wake up. We're going to do positive as best as we can. We all have our days because we're human. It's just going to happen. But try to make the most out of your day. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to change that narrative. I believe in you. Now you need to believe in you. We're going to apply that pressure and we're going to get the business clear. Yeah.
Cosign.